Hi, in this video I am going to show you 6 ways to multiply. Okay, so the first method is the algorithmic method. This is the method that you are probably most familiar with. So we'll take a look at an example, 23 times 45. We'll just write them down in columns, each number aligned to the other. So first we'll have to multiply 3 times 5, which will give us 15. Since we're just in the units digit, we're going to have to write down 5 and carry over 1. Then next, we'll have to multiply 3 times 4 to get 12. But since we have 1 carried over, we'll get 13. Okay, so that's 1 and 3. So our first row would be 135. For our next row, we'll need a placeholder. So we'll put a 0 there. Then next, we'll multiply 2 times 5 to get 10. But then, of course, we'll have to carry 1 over. So we'll have to multiply 2 times 4 to get 8. But then since we have 1 carried over, we'll get 9. Then we'll have to add those two rows together, which will give us 1035. The second method that I want to show you is the lattice method. It's also called the Venetian method or the sieve method. So we'll take a look at an example, 123 times 45. For this, you'll need to construct a grid. So since we have a 3-digit number multiplied by a 2-digit number, we'll need 3 columns times 2 rows. Okay, but we'll have to separate the diagonals with lines. And we'll just have to copy the numbers correspondingly. So here we'll start multiplying one number at a time. The first number we'll have to multiply is 3 times 4 to give us 12. So you see where they go. The numbers or the digits of the number will be separated by the diagonal line. So 2 times 4 is 8. Since it's just a single digit number, we'll need 0 as a placeholder. So the same will be true for 1 times 4. So we'll have 4 and a 0. Okay, we'll just speed it up for the next row. And now pay attention to each diagonal. We're going to add each number in every diagonal. So in the first diagonal, we only have the number 5. In the next, we have 2 plus 1 plus 0, which would give us 3. The next diagonal, 1 plus 8 is 9, 9 plus 1 is 10, 10 plus 5 is 15. So instead of writing 15 there, we'll only write 5 and carry 1 over. Okay, so 1 plus 0 is 1, 1 plus 4 is 5, then 5 plus 0 is 5. Then the last diagonal only has 0, so it's just 0. So we'll have the answer 5,535. The third method is the Egyptian method. Okay, so let's just look at an example first. 9 times 23. We'll write each in a separate column. Okay, and under the column, under 9, we'll write the number 1. And we'll just keep on doubling. So double that is 2, double that is 4, double that is 8, double that is 16. But wait, we only need the numbers that are smaller than the number 9. So we can disregard 16 and the rest of the numbers. Okay? So under the column of 23, we'll first write 23 down. Then we double that again. 46, 92, and 184. Now, pay attention to the left-hand column. Okay? 1, 2, 4, and 8. Among these numbers, what are the only numbers that we need to get the number 9? we only need 1 plus 8 to get the number 9. Therefore, we can disregard the, the whole row of 2 and the row of 4. Okay? So, we'll get the right hand numbers 23 and 184. Then we'll have to add those two up to get 207. The fourth method is similar to the third method. It's called the Russian method. Okay, we'll use the same example, 9 times 23. Again, we are going to put each number in separate columns, but under the ninth column, we are going to half the number 9. Okay, so half of 9 is 4.5, but we can actually disregard whatever number is not whole. So we can just remove one half, and we'll be left with the number 4. Then half of 4 is 2, half of 2 is 1. Okay, so on the other side of the column, under 23, we can just double 23 directly. So that's going to be 46, 92, and 184. Now, what we need to do is to cancel out all the rows that have an even number in the left-hand side. So what are the even numbers on the left-hand side? 4 and 2. So we cancel out that row, and we also cancel out the row with the number 2. Now we are left with 23 and 184 again, and when we add those up, we are going to get the answer 207. The fifth method is said to be a Chinese or a Japanese method. Okay, but in this case, we'll just probably call it a Chinese method. We'll use the example 12 times 34. Okay, so you see that the numbers are colored because we are going to use colored lines as well. But we don't actually need colored lines when doing it. It's just for explanation's sake. Okay, so since the first digit of the first number, well, the 10th digit, is the number 1, we'll draw one line. Then with a space, we'll draw two lines corresponding to the color. So that's 1 and 2 for the number 12. Okay, then we are going to draw intersecting lines. 3, and with a space, another 4 lines on the other side. Okay, now let us put some dots on the intersections. Okay, so now we have 3 white dots, 10 red dots, and 8 yellow dots. Okay, so each of these will be a number, or will be a digit in our answer. But since 10 is too big for a single digit, we are going to have to carry that over. Okay, so our answer would be 408. The sixth method that I'm going to show you is called the grid method. So this is mostly used for teaching kids the concepts of multiplication. I think it's being used in England and in some schools in the US. Okay, so here we are going to look at 27 times 36. Now, make a table. Write down 20 because remember it's 27. It's not just really 2. Okay, then write down 7 on one column. Then on the first row, write 30 and 6. Now, just multiply 30 times 20 to get 600. Then 20 times 6 to give you 120. 30 times 7 to get 210. And 6 times 7 to get 42. Now, we'll have to add all those numbers up, and we'll be left with the answer 972. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new. If you did, click on that like button and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos. Also, you might be interested in Math and Magic, Bringing the Magic of Math to Class by Mr. E. It is an interactive ebook where you can learn mental math techniques and some cool magic tricks to perform. You can get a copy exclusively from Amazon. Links are in the description down below. And I'll see you in the next video.